Hi everyone, it's Lynn, and I wanted to welcome you to The Good Life, which is the September kit of the month. This is a kit that I really want you to explore your opportunities with your photos, but I'm going to share what I've done with these pages and collection with my photos. So let's just dive right in. And here you can see these are the 8 pages that I've created. Now, what's really cool about it is I did use these 2 pages, which were in the workshop guide. I thought they were really nice, and I just added a few tweaks to them. Otherwise, everything else is brand new artwork, and I am using the Make It From Your Heart Volume 6 brand new book that has sketches for single pages, double page layouts, regular size cards, and slimline cards. It's really a neat book. I love it a lot. Now you can see the Good Life workshop kit right here. So you have all the pattern paper, which are great colors. We're talking mocha, espresso, toffee, mink, harbor, mist, French vanilla. Strong colors for male, but also neutrals and soft enough to coordinate and mix in with a lot of, I'm going to say, memories that you have that you probably haven't looked at to add to a scrapbook page in a while, but we'll see. Here are your exclusive papers. You have pattern paper here, as well as your punch outs, your sticker sheet, and there is a small pack of exclusive die cuts. And of course, the coordinating cardstock that's in here are mink, mocha, and toffee, and then 3 harbor. Here's the papers. As you can see, I would definitely add on an extra paper pack and have this in my stash. I love the schematics on this one. And then you have this mist wood grain, multi-stripe, a little bit, as you can see here, like a distressed dots, a gingham, and then I love this pattern, which is distressed toffee on French vanilla. Coordinating cardstock, we are using it all: French vanilla, mocha, espresso, mocha, toffee, harbor, and mist. And these are the extra die cuts. I would probably have these in my stash. I know I used some of them. I love the You and Me, the memories, amazing. The fences, things like that, the buttons, the stars. Now, this is the scrapbooking stamp set and thin cut for The Good Life. And you can see these are your thin cuts right here. I love the fence, but I'm going to show you how I created it into a rail in this particular set of pages. But the homegrown memories, this windmill, and I don't know, it's just pretty cool. I like the sayings, the writing, and they're just kind of fun. Now, this is Design Elements. This is a brand new stamp set, and I just love this crackle. You're going to see this being used quite a bit by a lot of consultants. The dots, I am using this border here, using the stars. I've used this once. I've used this on a layout, and I've used this as well. It's going to be something I probably use for a long, long time. Now we have a new colored pencils. This is not watercolor pencils. This is different. They're $6.95 for one set, or you can get all 3 sets. They're just really easy to work with. I felt like with the watercolor pencils that I had to press really hard to get color to happen for just plain coloring, but these are definitely coloring pencils. And I am using the Natural Landscape and the Perfect Portrait. So that's up to you. The mix-ins is the bomb. Of course, we love our mix-ins, and I'm using this plaid and this toffee pattern, and I can definitely see some of these other ones for the Christmas kit coming up. So now here's basically the line that you're going to see, the different things that you can do with the Good Life. But we're going to go right into the artwork that we've created for the kit of the month. So here, pages 1 and 2. Love the look of this. And this truck is a zip strip. We are coloring in this punch out card with the colored pencils, so you can use your own decision on what you want to color in. Now here, here you can see is where I stamped one of those wood pieces, and I did them in 3 spots, and then we have that truck. I love that truck. So it's just a really nice, clean layout, and I used the colored pencils to color this in. So now you can see those colored pencils at work. They're really easy to add color with. Now you can see how I stamped this design element stamp here with the wood, just as a little extra detail. And we are using some blending brushes with toffee ink and some sponge daubers to use with some mocha and espresso as well. Here's that truck, and that was easily colored in with those colored pencils. They blend really quickly. This is pages 3 and 4, and this is one of those layouts where you do not use a lot of photos, but you could if you want to. So here it is together, and I really like this because I had a 5x7 in mine, and I'm using them. I can't wait to show you, but I can't. It's just, this is such a great collection of papers. I am using that schematics paper. This is where you would do your journaling and story if you want to, or I know you'd probably add another photo, but the you and me is popped up, and I did add a little bit more details. These are also punch outs, and then we also have the buttons that are the die cuts. So this is something where I'd want you to put your own spin on it, and I'm going to show you what I did with mine. But before I do this, just gives you a little bit more detail. I did stamp here, sponge my little buttons. I stamped the crackle on here, just kind of fun things. A close-up of you and me with some paper behind it. Lots of patterns are worked in here, but they're so neutral, they work quite well. Oh, and that windmill is also a die cut. So I just added a little bit of detail here, and this is my son Scott and his girlfriend Chelsea, and we are in Maine at Cape Nettic. And I just love that I had captured them together here with Mabel, their dog, and then this photo of them just before they slipped. Chelsea slipped and kind of got all wet when the wave popped over the wall here, and this was over in Rye Beach. But the colors just work so well, and who would have thought that you could use this for something like the lighthouses or the coastline of Maine, right? Just giving you an idea. This could be anything. Think about what you could use this for. Now, if you're not going to do a 5x7, you can do 2 5x3.5 photos, or a 4x6 if you'd like, and then maybe use a flip flap or something like that. But I just love the way this came out. So I added the happy, and I did a little bit more detail work over here. So I really want you to think about what you want to do. The star is actually this craft brown, but I flipped it over so the French vanilla side would show. Oh, there it is. There's a close-up for you. And beautiful is stamped. The next set of pages, Homegrown Memories. You can create your own title, but now you can see that stamped border at the top. And I really kept everything pretty clean using the French vanilla, and then you can see that toffee distress paper under here. And Mist and Espresso are the cardstocks. So this is a brand new design. This page right here is a single page design out of the new workshop, the Make It From Your Heart Volume 6. But I made it into a second page because I had a lot more photos I wanted to add. I also put a little heart on top of the milk can here. I colored in the barn with the coloring pencils, and the stars are stamped from the background elements, and I added some green pencil to the the grass look on the memories, Homegrown Memories. So now you can see a close-up. And the other side of the title. But yes, this barn really looks cool, colored in with the pencils. So we had taken a trip to Northville, New York. This is a place that we owned, this house we owned as a second home for 10 years. And Scott had really wanted to go back and visit this town and the memories he had here. So I took a lot of photos, and I just love that I have them all here. Perfect photos for this, and I still need to do my journaling, but I love all the, these are 2x2s right here. These are 3x4s, all of these. This is a 4x6, great area to do a flip flap if I want to incorporate more photos or tell the story versus down here. More 2x2s over here. This is a 6x4. And then I'm at the barn, and this says the old barn, so it kind of pulls it together. But this is our walk. This used to be our walk down Main Street to our house. And the town itself was just right up the street, and we stayed at the inn at the bridge. Look at all of these photos. There's so many great photos on it, and it's such a clean look, and you get to see the photos. I'm not taking anything away from the artwork, nor am I taking anything away from the photos. So it's an opportunity for you to change this out. Maybe you have a 4x6 and a 3x4. Maybe you have a 3x4 you want to put here. You have those options to do things like that. So think about it, but it will all be in the cutting guide to cut it just as you see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 photos on here. That's quite a bit. So I was a little selfish in wanting this page to work for my bike pages, but if you take the fencing out, which I changed into a railroad, now think railroad, but also think roller coaster. So you have an option that if you like to do things that are regards to fence, rails, roller coasters, things like that, this is going to be fun for you to really play and use. And I've used the die cut fencing that you see, but this up here is all stamped. Now you see that crackle look being stamped and a lot of sponging done with the toffee ink, which really distresses it a little bit. Here's the 2-page spread, and this is also one of the designs from Make It From Your Heart Volume 6, and I really liked it for the vertical photos. But remember, you can do 2 4x3 photos here if you'd like. But here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 photos and journaling. So it's just kind of fun, changing it up a little bit. And I can't wait to show you how to create this look with the fence. I'll have to do a little video to demonstrate it for you. But a rail, like Rick pointed out to me, has a solid part. And it's just putting that fencing together in a way to make it work with a little bit of extra paper. And I colored them in with the colored pencils. But now you can see a closer look of the crackle and just the little detail. And Let's Ride is stamped as well. That bike is stamped and just colored in with one colored pencil. And just edge distressing either in espresso or toffee ink is your option. All right, so here is what I did with it. We recently had a great bike trip in July, and it's the rail trail that starts in Wolfboro, New Hampshire. And it's called the Cotton Valley Rail Trail or the Cotton Station, whatever. But the word rail is done with the Moxie alphabet, and this is a smaller alphabet I did with trail. But you can see how I use the photos, the layout design to add my photos, and I did a 4x6 flip flap here. But I love that these are 3x3 sizes, and it really helped me capture our day. And then adding some journaling here, as well as here on the photo. You know that I love doing that and use my PhotoJet program to do that, and then print all my photos out myself. But this was such a great day. And what I'm showing you here is this is the photo that's on the front. This is in a flip flap, and you're going to see these cute little buttons. But underneath is the Cotton Valley Station story. I was able to take a picture of that and put it in here, as well as make it into a flip flap for my page. Well, that's with Moxie. And do you remember using the paint pens to color in the white dots? So any dots, if you use some of the paint pens, this was the copper color, I used them to color them in, and it just added a little bit more detail. So that's something you can do on your own. So pages 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8 are the kit of the month. Now these are the layouts that are provided by Close to My Heart. So you can see I duplicated this but changed this out. But these are pages that you can make maybe with a little bit more paper, or using the mix-ins to fill in. Now this is the Good Life card making stamp set. It's adorable with lots of nice sayings in here, and it has some really pretty artwork in the catalog. using watercolor pencils or colored pencils in this case to add the details that you see here. And then you also have the Good Life card making or card kit, right? So it makes 4 of each of these designs and the slim line. And it really has a really nice stamp set with thin cuts. But now you're seeing all the paper and cards that come in it. And this is the stamp set with thin cuts. So here's your mailbox, here's your fence with posts, another wheelbarrow, and then you have a jug and another wash tub, so to speak. So if you love things that are a little bit more nostalgic, this is really another good set to use for scrapbooking. And when I think about some of the details that are in this whole collection, this is something you can use for the past and the future. Now, this is the SVGs that you can get. So if you like to use your Cricut and cut and print your own, this is the program that these are the bits and pieces that you get for that. Now, I want to show you that this is another page that's in the catalog. I really like this page, but these are 3x3 photos and some 2x2 photos. I just couldn't incorporate it into what I wanted to do, but you can see some of the all these stamped images. This is one of the stickers. Now, I did not use a lot of the stickers because I was very selective, but that doesn't mean that I won't in the future, because I'm definitely going to have some extra paper on hand. But I could see using some of these papers for like the petting zoo or living on the farm, country living. So you have to think a little bit beyond. Now, this is the Mixins paper. And isn't this adorable, using the Mixins paper this way, and a little bit of stamping perhaps on some of them, or spraying with a little bit of white gloss or the white gel pen. Really cute layout that you can duplicate with some 3x3 or 4x4 photos. But that's it. That is the Good Life. I hope you really enjoyed it all and can see all the possibilities of what you can do with this collection. And think about what kind of photos that you can add for your memories of the Good Life.